Live, alright, away we go. Welcome in, everybody. Shout out the opponent. What a great, absolutely great run. Make sure to drop the opponent a follow. Welcome, Retrothon 2025. I am weldytime. I am going to be taking you through the wonderful world of Zombies Ate My Neighbors, which is a run-and-gun, top-down shooter that was made back in 1993. But we're not going to be really... We're going to let the zombies eat most of the neighbors, if I'm going to be honest with you. So, we're going to be playing on the newer edition here that I have for the PS5. They came out with a collection. So, we're going to be playing on there. So, alright, without further ado, I think we're going to roll. Alright. And here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. You heard of Vader time? Oh, Vader. I did love me some. I don't ever think Vader got all the love he was supposed to get. I think he got outshined a little bit. Okay, so this is Zombie Panic. What we're gonna do is we're gonna feed. We're gonna do as the game says. Zombies are gonna eat pretty much all of our, all of them except for 2. All of them except for 2 neighbors are gonna eat here. James, welcome in. Vader's gonna evade. Dang right. Opponent, by the way, nice run. Well done, my friend. So we're almost here. We gotta do, this is the saddest part of the whole run here. Gotta feed the puppy, gotta feed the puppers to the zombie. You gotta do it for the run. Gotta do it for the frames. And we're out. That's 53 seconds. Zombies ate about 85 to 90% of my neighbors. I think is what we'll go with there. Alright, so here's 2. This is where we get our bazooka. Okay, I guess none of the zombies are going to show up today. We're going to utilize this. There's kind of a mechanic when using the bazooka that we're going to try to cut out a lot of the recoil because it sends Julie back probably about 5 to 10 feet. And it takes a couple extra seconds to make that up. So we're going to try to cut that back as long as we can by putting our back against zombies or against the wall. And I'll show you that here in 3. We're going to collect this. We're going to put our back against the wall here and shoot the door so we don't zoom backwards so it doesn't take up more time. And we are through 3 in 1:50. We are cruising right along here. I will be taking some safety saves as we go along, just for marathon purposes, because this game is played very, very, very close to the vest, especially early on, because one slip-up will end the entire game. Like, it will literally end your game. So we're going to play a little close. We're going to take some safety saves, probably every 4 or 5 levels, just for marathon purposes. But there, we're already through 4. And this is where we're going to go ahead and go quit, save, continue. So they're already locked in. There's some Zoom Boom levels going on here. A lot of the first about 10 or 11 levels is all about, like, item management. And making sure you have enough, like, in your inventory. Oops, pork gun. And making sure you have enough, like, bazookas and keys in your inventory. Plus, we're also going to do... It's totally not Jason with a chainsaw. It was actually originally supposed to be an axe-wielding... I think it was actually supposed to be an axe-wielding maniac, but for some reason, I think the censors found that too violent. So they replaced it with a chainsaw-wielding, which is much better. Alright, so level 6. I'm going to be referring to Teddy Russ, which is one of the great runners of this game. The Pyramid of Fear is what they call this. They had the chance to call this the Pyramid, and they missed. We're going to be collecting a couple of these Pandora's boxes as we go along. We're going to get 4, and you'll see why here in level 8, which is much better. I think I can't remember, I think it's Stanley Decker, I think, is the name of the chainsaw guy. So there's your Zombies Ate My Neighbor lore of the day. So here's 7. We're actually... Here's level 7. We're going to collect some points here. Points is going to play a pivotal role later on in the game. So every 40,000 points we get 1 neighbor. That's not good. Oh, I had 2 extra keys there? That is hot. Okay, we like that. Zombies, you see lots of neighbors in that level. It was a food pyramid. Oh, tish. Nicely done, Dumplechin. I do like a good joke like that. Nice. I'm actually not being facetious. That was pretty funny. I'm gonna steal that. All right. Now to the baby, the Titanic toddler. We're gonna try not to get stomped. We're gonna hope this fight goes well. And it's going maybe one more. No, that's not good. There, that's better. Okay. So sometimes the baby gets a little unruly and you can't hit him with all 4 Pandora's boxes, and it gets a little hairy there at the end. But 1 or 2 well-placed bazooka shots will take it out. And we're actually gonna take a quit, save, continue. We're gonna take a safety save here. Jump, baby, time. Level 9 is when we're going to pay attention to our health a little bit, because these gloopers, which are the absolute bane of my existence, we need them to take out this neighbor here while not hitting us, because the gloopers will hit you. Perfect. They'll hit you for 3 damage no matter what, but it's like a running kind of damage. So they'll hit you for 3 damage, but over the course of like 5 seconds, and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't think there is. I think you can... I don't know if you can shake off the loop or what, but Giant Baby was cranky. Giant Baby is always cranky. Giant Baby likes to step on me. It's not fun. On 10, so we're finally at double digits here. You get to see more of the Chucky dolls in this level, which are also, they can get equally squirrely, because one errant axe throw will kill your neighbor and will end your run. So yeah, there's a lot of hey, there's a very good chance this could end my run here. Except for here. Not Weed's Gone Bad. Weed's Gone Bad is essentially hold down the Weed Whacker button and go left. Essentially all it is. Get the cheerleader and save the day. Alright, so we're through 11. Giant Baby ate my frames. Yeah, Giant Baby tends to take up a lot of room and a lot of space on screen. So luckily we only see Giant Baby twice during the game. We see Giant Baby once in 25, but we don't take out Giant Baby because we don't want another neighbor. So we only take out Giant Baby once. So thank goodness. And that fight is terrible when you have to fight with a bazooka. That fight is terrible when you have to do it with a bazooka. That sucks. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Okay, on to Chopping Mall. If you were playing this game casually, this is kind of the difficulty spike, because there's just stuff everywhere. So starting here, like if you came into this level and you were lucky enough to get 10 neighbors, going into this level, there's a good chance you probably will not have 10 neighbors when you walk in. I'm just saying. I think the farthest I've ever gotten is, I think, 15 levels with all 10. I've been playing this game for probably as long as I can remember. I mean, I've tried. Well, we're actually going to quit save. We're going to take a safety save here, because some of the zombies get a little squirrely here in 7 Brides for 7 Zombies. Ooh, there's one there. There's one that likes to pop out down here in the bottom left corner, and it's ruined my run before. Oh, okay, he showed up late. That's good. We like that. So he showed up late, so that's perfect. On to 15, we're gonna get one of our first hidden skeleton keys, which you'll see probably a ton of keys like that as the game progresses. And that, but there's only skeleton keys can open skeleton doors. And near the end of the game, just to be a pain, they put a lot of skeleton keys in for you. Or a lot of skeleton doors to which you need a lot of skeleton keys. We'll have to get back through. Get the burger guy. Has another chainsaw guy in the background. Tries to come at me, but we're out of there before anything bad happens. Okay, just to warn you, if you have a thing about ants, this is probably a good time to Probably a good time to look away, because this is all about giant ants. Like that. Oh boy. Oh boy, they're everywhere. Nope. Okay, we're getting out of here. Okay, so this is like a hench maze, which you'll see a few mazes here in the game, but only one is just full of giant ants and nothing else. Okay. Cross here. We're right at the 9:30. We're right about the 9:30 mark, which is, oh boy. Ant just... Okay. An ant appeared on the right side of the screen there, and I thought maybe it wasn't gonna despawn, but it did. Giant Baby is the boss for a game. But I always thought Axe Guy and Axe Wielding Doll were scarier in the game. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because there's only so much Giant Baby can do. Giant Baby can chase you around. Giant Baby can only chase you around so much. Whereas, like, Ants and Chainsaw Guy can chase you around the entire level. You know, the Axe-Wielding Doll, yeah, they can chase you around anywhere, and especially the Axe-Wielding Doll, they can throw the axes at, so it kind of makes them a scarier opponent. Whereas the baby just kind of stays in the one area, so yeah, I totally get it. Zombie giant ants that... We get those a little bit. So we get the purple ants, we get the red ants later. Alright, 18. We get the ghost juice, get the Jesus juice, if you will. That's what Teddy Risk called it, and I thought it was pretty good. If you try to do this level without the potion, the ghost potion, you're gonna have a bad day. You are gonna have a bad time. And that's an absolute no from me, dog. Save here. Level 19, hands down, my Jesus juice. This is my favorite level in the entire game. Just because it reminds me of kind of like the street where I live on at night, except for the, you know, the zombies and the... It just kind of, just an open street, trees, just kind of reminds me of my house and the road I live on a little bit. So it's always been kind of like a solid, like there's lamps like that on my street, which I'm like, okay, that's kind of eerie. This is my favorite level in the entire game. Alright, it's 20. You can use on Easter too. Oh yeah. Gotta do it. Alright. See if we can anticipate, maybe. Nope. Nope. Oh. That's probably gonna be one kill. There's one. Oh, there is two. I did get them both. Okay. Every time you kill one of the snakeoids, they give you a skeleton key. Useful for coming up here. We'll be using both of them. One there. I call this kind of the biggest level because we're going to be getting a lot of these sand mounds. See if we get see if we get anything good. My luck has been pretty booty cheeks lately. Nope. Alright, there's another squirt gun. We'll take those. And alright, 2 squirt guns. I guess that's it. That's all we're getting today. I guess it could be much worse. I got nothing. I got nothing the other day during a run. Like, I got absolutely nothing popped up. No boogeyman popped out. No items popped out. It was dry. Like, it was pretty bad. So I'd rather have almost nothing than have the boogeyman pop out. So I guess we'll take the 2 squirt guns because we'll need them later. On to 21. Alien level. This is the only bottom to top level in the game. Alien spaceship. So our guy is up here near the top of the level. We just work our way to the top. This is a great level for using an extra pair of speed shoes if you manage to pick one up. And sometime throughout the game, that's a good place to use those. On 21. Okay. And quit. Save here. Continue. Onward. On to 22. We're going to get the secret weapon. If you're playing the Super Nintendo version, which if you're playing this version here, because I'm playing on the PS5 right now. I think I have this game for most all versions for some reason. I just like bought it for all. When it was on sale in the physical. But if you play the Super Nintendo version, back up in here, there is a secret skeleton door with a hidden question mark. We don't want the question mark. We want the item inside the door. As you heard the item there. So we get a we get a flamethrower. It's gonna come in handy twice for the end of the game when we have to fight giant spiders. So if you didn't like ants, and you don't like spiders, you're really not gonna like this. So. Alright, so we got the flamethrower, we got through 22. Here is where we're definitely going to take a safety save. Quit save, continue. There's a blob, I don't know what they're called. They're like big red blob things. And they will kill your explorer down here, and there's nothing you can do about it. But that's every once in a while. Like, it's not like, oh, I'm just a dumpy player. It's just, there we go. It's wherever that thing spawns. Wherever that thing decides it wants to spawn, it can spawn right next to my guy and just straight up kill him. And it's a run ender. So the fact that this version has continue and save on it is amazing for marathon runs. Just in case that was to happen. 24 gets a little squirrely too because we are fighting chainsaw guys. We're fighting the axe-wielding maniac. There's a blob right there, so we're fighting a little bit of everything. This is where we start to get, like, multiple different kinds of enemies throughout the game. And it gets a little out of hand, but as long as you avoid them, you're pretty good. Blah blahs, la la. Ah, I see someone appreciates the fine arts of Arrested Development as well. GG's. 25! You like Giant Baby before? You get Giant Baby again. There he goes. Only we're not gonna defeat Giant Baby again this time because we don't want the extra. We don't want the extra neighbor. So we only did enough to get through here. Not going to waste a health pickup because we're gonna eat some burgers. Got some burgers. And out we go. The burger guy doesn't have burgers on every level, but a few of the levels it's good to save a health pack because every burger gives you 3. Hardest level in the whole game right here. 26 and done. All right. I love that level. I love that level. There's nothing that, well, every once in a while one will pop up. This is a game that will totally, like, inadvertently try to screw you as much as it can. Because things will just pop up. This game is notorious for having your neighbors die off screen, which totally sucks. But, again, sometimes there's something you can do about it, sometimes not. You'll see here coming up at 30, which is in a couple levels from now. Every once in a while one will... But yeah, it's one of those where if something generates off screen, it will kill your neighbor. Which, in my case, you know, if I have 2 neighbors, which is going to be the case here in level 30, and I'll kind of explain what's going on there, that's a good thing. But when I have 1, that's not good. Use my shoes, kind of zoom boom my way around. We're going to pick up an extra couple skeleton keys while we're over here. Pick up that one. We're gonna take the long way around. Say hi to the mummies and say bye to the mummies. We're gonna pick up this guy right over here. There's also one inside the alcove. Oh, okay. Alright, Dracula decided one to appear. Oh yeah, game absolutely has jams. I love the soundtrack of this game. I always have. I think that's the one thing that, like, I remember when I first bought okay, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say bought this game. I begged my dad to get it for me, and we got it up. I still remember getting this game just randomly, like, on a spring day like today. We went up to Meyer. So that tells you around the area where I live. I should say that tells you the area where I live. Went to Meyer to get it, and I remember just reading the packet all the way back home, and then when I finally put it in my Super Nintendo, just playing it just for the music. Like, I was never any good at this game, and I'm still not. But background characters dying off screen, never. I think that should do the trick. All Alright, we're gonna get another pair of speed shoes here. So earlier I said we're going to, every 40,000 points, every 40,000 points we get another neighbor. So we have to get another neighbor eventually. I just decide that I'm going to dictate where I get it, and I'm going to get it here at 30. Now, not every Zambies runner does this. This is kind of like my just individual strategy. And the reason I get my extra one, that reason right there. Good timing. Because there are spiders that spawn in that room with the cheerleader. There's also spiders that spawn up here too. That could kill this one, but did not. Good. Oh, I got lucky. I want to make sure I save. Health packs. Okay, we're fine. I normally try to do some kind of safety save, like make sure I have my health packs and stuff so I can complete the run. But I think we're gonna forego that one here. Vane, hello. Nathan, hello. Empty Eye, welcome in. Look who's coming to dinner. This one gets a little screwy because there's a chance I could totally miss this guy. And I've done it before, where I have walked right past him and missed because the iframes in this game are screwy. And I've missed him and he's died, and that has ended my run. Quit save, since we haven't saved in a while. Alright, so we talked zombie ants earlier, I think. Somebody brought up zombie ants. Well, you get kind of zombie ants here. You get the regular purple ants, you get red ants. So the red ants are twice as fast, and you cannot shake them. And it is not good. And you'll see them here in a second. And they're ruthless. There he is. So there's one. Now we outran them because we have the speed boost on right now because we're trying to zoom boom through this level. But ooh, there he is. Okay, so there's one. Ow. Yeah, every time you see one and he spawns right where you're standing, it's pretty much like he's within your iframes. You don't get within his iframes. He gets within your iframes. And it's kind of a brutal kind of thing there. More poverty ants. Love it. Love it. So we got a couple zoom boom levels before we get to the first spider. Fish and Crips. Show you a little bit why I like the squirt gun so much. It's kind of the all-in-one special weapon. 5 shots with a squirt gun will kill most everything in the game. It'll kill the mermen, it'll kill the mummies. I think 5 squirts will take the I think it'll take the Chucky dolls down to their regular form, I should say. We're gonna use one of our beast potions here. This is kind of a new strat by your boy. But since we get an extra one in 29, this kind of saves me some bazookas near the end because it's gotten kind of sticky where it's like eventually I will like run out of bazookas, and this ensures that I don't. So I take that here, and I actually think if I don't fire a bazooka, I think I get a bonus at the end of this level. Believe it or not. Please move. Please move. Please move. Please move. Thank you. Now, the worst part is we gotta pause 10 seconds for stage identification while we stop being a beast. There we go. Done and done. That saves me about 10 to 15 bazooka shots, which is totally nice. And I get that nice little 1,000-point bonus. You know. It's the little things. It's the little things with this game, I'm telling you. 35, Boardwalk of Terrors. This is the last level before we get to the spider level. So we gotta make sure we got our health packs up. We can use one other beast potion here. We're gonna take a safety save because, again, the game is screwy and could totally despawn our last person, which we hope does not happen, but weird things have happened in this game. And there, we take it. Alright. We're gonna go get to the spider. This is gonna save us a bunch of shots too, and a bunch of damage. Beast Potion here is absolutely clutch. Excuse me, pardon me. I'm not sure how much exactly of the flamethrower. We're gonna use a flamethrower here for the spider fight. Not exactly sure how much of it is really needed because we have enough. It's like 150 for this one and 250 for the other one. There. Alright. Oh no! Get it out! Get it out! There we go. This is why I don't keep too many things in my inventory. So it's like, I won't collect plates or forks or fire extinguisher really during this run. Definitely not pop cans, because pop cans are the most useless thing in this game. Okay. See, will the game behave? The game will behave, yes! Cheerleader did not despawn! Good deal! Oh, that's wonderful news. Okay, every once in a while the cheerleader will despawn for some reason, and not anything you did, it just ends your game. Wait, save, continue. Definitely not pop cans. On to 37. This is not a top to bottom. This is a... I'm sorry, this is not a bottom to top. This is a top to bottom level. But luckily, it's not too far. That baby's not really in a great position. I don't know who left a baby unattended in, you know, a science lab, but hey. For some reason, and just toddling around, I guess. 38 is where we're going to use one of our Jesus juices that we have left. I'm going to go collect this down here. I haven't finished the trajectory arc of the pop cans in this game. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right, and it's the fact that they're so hard to use. They're so slow to throw. You don't exactly find them just laying around. It's like the squirt gun is so much easier to use. It's so much easier to use. So anytime you see the pop cans anymore. Now, if you're going for the 100%, and you want to try to take down the UFO, that's a different story. It's because you can throw the pop cans into the UFO in this game and take down the UFO. You get a huge bonus for that. But we don't want points here, so it does not matter. Another hidden skull key. Now I'm gonna take the long way around. There's a shortcut you can take here, but if you don't take the shortcut correctly, you bring the vampires with you. I'm gonna try to have them follow me, as opposed to coming back to the left or coming back to the right, because that puts my cheerleader in danger. And that's ideal. That is ideal right there. If you take the shortcut, the vampires stay to your top right, which is where the cheerleader is eventually going to be, and they could spawn in that room and kill your cheerleader, and that ends your run too. So we're actually going to do a save just for that specific purpose. Oh, hey, look, pop cans that we're not going to pick up. Okay, dead snakeoid. That was kind of a wonky fight, but this is what it is. Normally the snakeoid starts to the top, but snakeoid did not start to the top. Sorry. Excuse me, pardon me. There we go. Took a wrong turn. Interesting. Okay. Crap for pickups today. Holy smokes. No. Just regular key. I went 15 of those, 14 of those, I'm sorry. We'll get another couple health packs in 41 here before we get to spikes. So we're going to take kind of a long way around in Martians Go Home here. We're just going to pick up a couple extra health packs. Just, like I said, I'm not like a huge fan, especially when I'm going for speed. But for marathon purposes, I will go pick up the extra health packs. And there's one. I'm going to use one of my 15 keys up here. Left. And one time, that specific trash can did drop me a health pack. So I had 3 health packs. I thought that was kind of neat. That was like a one time. I've never gotten that trash can to open anything for me again. It's like, all right, you get this one. Okay. Now comes spikes. Now, I used to always try to make sure I had one beast potion ready for this level. It's quicker for me just to take the damage. So we're gonna take 1, 2, 3 damage, 4 damage, and just get the teacher. If you don't get that teacher within 10 seconds, you're gonna have a really bad day, because that's when all the werewolves spawn. That's also a level where if you're going for the 100%, that's probably where your 100% is gonna end. Alright, super fun cleanup site. Back to the Jesus Juice. As the Mermartian, I almost said Martian, it's a merman. It came out Marsh Merman. Pops up. You get your guy in the water! If you miss your guy in the water, they will pull him down into the water and kill him. So yeah, this is, when I say this is a game that you play very close to the vest, I mean you play this game very close to the vest. Curse of the Tongue. We're actually going to go in and take a safety save here just for funsies, just because I can. It's not like it's wasting a lot of time, but doing it like over and over, it's probably cost me about 15 to 18 seconds. I'm not exactly going to be sour about it, but like I said. Ah! Another one! Another one! I don't know why I keep getting Boogeyman. I can't get any good drops. Alright, Danger in Picnic Park. This is another good place where if you have the alien gun, this is a good place for it. Because the red ants will get inside your iframes. Now, I'm going to take a very specific route. I'm not going to go straight for the neighbor here because they will spawn inside this little room with him, as you see this guy here. There we go. And we'll crawl across. Oh yeah, they were all coming. That was not about to be a good thing. That was about to not be a good thing. A shocking sequel to level 34. Day of the Chainsaw. Alright, another specific route we're going to take here. We're going to go get another one. And since we have plenty of bazooka, that strat that for saving the bazooka shots really saves my cheeks. Because now I have plenty of bazooka for the end of the game. Because you got to kill 3 more snake boys before the game is over. You only have to kill 2. But I always like to make sure I have extras on me. Especially here, since you got... Oh! Ooh! Okay, I've never seen that. Okay, my cheerleader got glooped. That could have been very bad. Oh my god. I think I've had a run end in all my years of practicing and playing this game. I've had a run end on every level in this game. When I say every level, that is no exaggeration. And something stupid has happened in every level of this stupid game. Even the easiest level ever, that's just the Zoom Room level, a zombie has showed up right next to my cheerleader and just killed her. Just because. Ah, football guy. Oh, 2 for 2. Okay. No football guy. No football guy. No football guys. No. Okay, you, yes. No. Okay. You can get a bonus in this game if you throw footballs. Actually, there's football as a weapon in here. But you can get a bonus if you complete passes to the football guys. But that takes time. But again, if you're going for the 100%, you want that extra bonus. Or if you need the extra points, then that's a good thing to keep in mind. Alright. Curse of the Tongue. This is it. Okay, use our speed shoes to get around here. We have 3 skeleton keys on our person. Which means we're not going to be getting that health pack. We're going to go straight up here. We're going to collect the one that's in... The one that's in here we're going to collect. There's one. There we go. One health pack right there. All right, here we go. Last fight. We got a good amount. We got a good amount of flamethrower left. Didn't get the white eyes here. Oh, there we go. There's the white eyes. I always, for some reason, I feel like every time the spider spawns with white eyes instead of the black eyes, I always feel like it's much harder to fight. I don't know why. I'm just kind of convinced myself. It's like I convinced myself that Julie is faster than me, but they're the exact same speed. Still got 130-ish. Okay, perfect. We're gonna do some cleanup with the weed whacker while he's turning into the big giant head. Those would be System Metal 2 fans. This is why we collect the squirt gun, because the squirt gun is the best weapon to use against. Oh, we got him in the corner. Okay, that's good. Nope, he bumped us out. We want to get him moving left to right. When he goes diagonally, that's when it kind of gets a little tough. But we want him to move left to right. Ideally, we want him moving left to right, right here in that little region. We want him to go back to the left instead of hitting us. There we go. There it is. Wait a minute, hold on a second. So when he starts doing this little number here, and he starts dancing around, that's when it takes more. Probably 2 or 3 hits on him. He sounds like he's not going to be able to do it. Like I said, ideally you want him left to right. Okay. Here we go. And alright, one more level left. So we're going to try to guess. See, I'm 39 zombies, I'm going to guess. Tells you you're a winner, tells you how many, 36. Tells you how many of each thing you've killed, and it's pretty much just a time waste. That's all this part is here. So real quick before I go, Damron, 0 counts, MTI, Nathan19XX, Vane. Thank you guys all for hanging out. This is fun. Like I said, we got one more level here, but we're going to kind of go through each one. Kind of like my downtime to say, oh, I did kill 2 of the chainsaw guys. Nice. Just kind of say thank you guys for hanging out, and make sure you guys tune in for the rest of the week. I will be back on Tuesday morning and Thursday night. I'll be back playing Twisted Metal Black and Rock and Roll Racing on Tuesday morning, like early morning, like midnight. And I'll be doing Super Mario Kart All-Time Trials. I will be doing that on Thursday evening. So make sure you guys stick around, not just to see me, but all the great runners and all the people that put this on from RGLtv, all the great people that put this on every year. Thank you guys so much for letting me come back and kind of take over for a couple hours during the week. It's really cool, you guys, and I appreciate it. Just waiting for this to come back around. Okay, there's the tentacle, and which means we're finally at the credit level. All the great people that put this on every year. Thank you. Monsters Among Us. This is a very creative credit level because you get to meet everybody that helped make the game. Like here's George Lucas. There are, like down here, additional art, additional art, additional art, additional game art. All kinds of fun people. Programmers. And 3811. Alright. Awesome. Alright, not bad. Good deal. Again, I know, I love the games that do credit like this. It's so cool to see. Thank you guys so much. MPK, thank you for the GGs. Appreciate that. Like I said, I'll be back here later this week. Make sure to check out all of the runners that are going to be coming up after me. Polterguy, Haunting starring Polterguy coming up next. Make sure you guys stick around. Damn run, thank you for the GGs. And I will see you guys Tuesday morning. You guys have a good rest of your Sunday.